A pleasure to meet all at last, and today, HJN Season 5 is more than welcoming of another subject. This one in particular is going to talk a bit more about the dump truck, and it's another popular construction equipment that deserves its own episode on this show. And well, what better place to start with than, well, to talk a bit about the dump truck itself. First off, the dump truck, much like the excavator, usually comes in a variety of different shapes and sizes, often coming along from various companies out there. Such companies that are local, like Caterpillar, or CAT for short, or even overseas, like Sany and Komatsu. But for the most part, the dump truck, regardless of where it comes from or how it's made, is known for having a large bed on the back. One that is of course made to carry large amounts of resources. And sometimes the dump truck can do a bit more than just carry along such things like gravel, sand, soil, and sometimes even asphalt. Yeah, because how else are you going to fill up those large asphalt paver hoppers? Yeah, I feel like that was one other thing I could have touched up on when I talked about the paver, but regardless, a dump truck is able to do just that, carry large loads of whatever you can possibly think of. And we do sometimes see them haul things that are not so ordinary, some things that are a bit more on the ridiculous side. But let's be real here. No matter the shape or the size, or even the horsepower from the engines, the dump trucks are certainly one of the most commonplace vehicles out there. And I'm certainly not just talking about the types that are used on construction. Dump trucking has been really big, about as much as with regular trucking, because of the fact that you're not only carrying large amounts of resources at once, often for construction projects, whether it be from a third-party company or service provider or whatnot, a dump truck can be seen every which way that you can think of. And there are tons of them on the roads. I could sure tell you that a number of times, dump trucks had unfortunately lost some of their loads out on the road. One incident that I do recall was when some stone was being transported and some of it dumped onto the road at one point, and it ended up causing a few accidents. Apparently they did not get the dump truck's own bed reset properly. The door was basically not shut all the way when they filled it up. So you could say that some of these trucks get a lot of mileage out of them, which does mean more wear and tear over time. And at the same time, there's other things that can develop, not just from normal wear and tear, but throughout the usage of a dump truck's lifespan, hundreds of thousands of miles that can rack up, often will mean that something else can show up. A part can get worn out, a tire could pop, or a headlight could go dim. Much like with our own cars, it's always a good thing to keep maintenance handy. No matter what it is, it's always important to remain vigilant about it. And I feel like that wraps things up for this piece. So, while I still have many more construction vehicles to talk about, make sure to like, subscribe, comment, follow me wherever you can find me, and stay on the Hollywood side for more.